This is my hometown. This is where I run around. This is where I grew up and learned to understand. A few things were hard, but nothing where Leeds won't give you a hand.
My time, the new age. Leeds potential bigger than a big bang. TikTok, Leeds goes the Big Ben. A future so bright, realer than a fake tan.
Together we shall move forward and get to where we belong. Together as a city we shall stand strong.
I think there are a number of reasons we set up the commission, but I would say there were 2 or 3 fundamental reasons. One, that we could see when the announcement came in October 2010 that we were to face 28% cuts in a public expenditure. It was quite clear at that stage that we couldn't retain the traditional structures of local government or indeed the traditional provision, and that we had to rethink through the way that we kept local government alive and relevant, delivering services in the 21st century. The second reason, I think, is that the changing landscape of local government needed a thorough re-examination, and we thought that actually, instead of doing it through local government, we'd have a commission of people who weren't exactly involved in local government but appreciated their role.
Local government has such a breadth. You know, we provide 1,000 services to 750,000 people in the city, and we tried to come up with a simple idea to try and encapsulate all the work that we'd done on the commission. And I think there were 2 elements to the thinking. One was civic enterprise, and basically being very clear about it. It was about local government becoming more enterprising, more like business if you like, more efficient and effective, but with that democratic mandate. Smaller in size but bigger in influence. At the same time, as we become smaller in size, we need business to pick up some of that responsibility. So business needs to become more civic. And the upshot of all of that is that the citizens of Leeds become more engaged in the future of their city. So that's the idea of civic enterprise. And all of that is wrapped up in the idea of a new social contract.
Don't think that it's just the independent sector can be enterprising and just the council can be civic minded. Actually, there's a huge amount of crossover, and what we're doing actually is building up on some of the excellent stuff that's already there.
Our thinking about, what are the utilities of the 21st century? And actually, they are about broadband and connectivity and, super fast Wi-Fi and broadband facilities, which we're introducing into Leeds now. So it's those economic, environmental and social utilities that will drive the cities of the future.
When we did the commission, we used a line called civic enterprise, and this is precisely what the concept was about. It was about how a local council can lead economic regeneration in their own city through big projects like this, which are adding enormous amounts of jobs, 500 jobs, £23 million to the economy, 90 apprenticeships, and having that wider regenerative impact. And that's what civic enterprise is about. It's about councils leading the city and also changing the economy for the better.
We have a need for new homes within the city, and the economy isn't favourable at the moment for that, so we've had to make our own weather. So we're revamping our planning system to put in place a new core strategy that gives us the political agreement for 70,000 homes and where they're going to be built. We're working with the development community as well. But one specific issue which was really important was we have a lot of empty homes, derelict homes in Leeds, and we have worked with partners, particularly from the voluntary sector, to try and release the energy that they've got and the skills that they've got to try and start tackling this issue.
The council have been really helpful from the start in terms of kind of being open to us working with them. If we're doing stuff and we're not talking to the council about it, we're not going to get very far, but we've got to kind of do it, kind of working closely with the council to I think together we can bring more homes back into use.
It's clear that we have an enterprising culture in this council. It's growing. We've got people on the ground who are making a difference, who are addressing local issues and just getting on and sorting them out. And that's the culture that we want.
The devolution question, the big city region question, whether we should have powers, is a reminder that we are capable of improving our economy, improving our transport, improving our skills, without ever always running back to Whitehall with a begging bowl or asking for permission. So this is our big opportunity in the 21st century for local government to demonstrate that we have got the creativity, leadership to make improvements to our own economy.
The partners are the bedrock of the city, and they're the only way that we're going to achieve our ambition and our positive ambition to be the best city in the UK. And to be the best council, we've got to have the best partnership relationships. I think partnership is a bit of a diluted word, and what we've got to do is change the meaning of it to be much more about getting things done rather than talking about things. And I think that's what we've tried to do over the last year. And I think a city like Leeds, because it's the third biggest in the country, it does attract really good people. And so we've got a quality of partnership in the city, whether it's the colleges, the universities, the third sector, the private sector. We've got the ability, we've got the capacity within Leeds to be the best city in the UK, but it'll only happen if we work together in unison.
I think our priority over the next few years will be making sure that we address the inequality in our city, on health, on income, on jobs and homes. And that'll be our next 2 years' total focus. So this is our big opportunity.
It's clear that we have an enterprising culture.
What is local government for?
It's about us doing things with people rather than for or to them.